Good afternoon. On the 1st of November, the electorate will make their voices heard through the ballot. Newzroom Afrika officially launches Vote 21, Voice of the Electorate. Today, to kick off our election coverage, we're giving you a voice to share with us some of your burning concerns. Stay glued to our channel to know how you can be a part of Vote 21. Well, the Electoral Commission reaffirming today is ready to deliver a successful election next month. The Chair, Glenton Mashinini, making this proclamation or promise at the Electoral Code of Conduct pledge, also part of the ballot paper draw ceremony this morning. Political parties and independent candidates contesting the local elections pledged to abide by all the rules and regulations as set out by the IEC. Our senior politics reporter, Ziyanda, Ngcobo, covering the story for us. She joins us in the studio. Ziyanda, good afternoon to you. You're an expert on rules and regulations. What promises are the political parties making?
Well, basically, Stephen, political parties have to, before the polls get underway and as the campaign trail kicks into full swing now, commit to creating a conducive environment for free and fair elections, not spreading fake news about other parties' candidates, ensuring that you're not defacing or destroying posters. There are several things that have been listed by the Electoral Commission in terms of how the rules of engagement, essentially. But I think, Stephen, one of the things that came out today, and we were told not to read too much into it, is, of course, the very clear absence of the EFF. And you'll know that the EFF has been on somewhat of a collision course with the Electoral Commission in terms of how they've been behaving. But it's not just the EFF. Today we also heard DA leader John Steenhuisen also bashing the Independent Electoral Commission for what they say has been their failure as a commission to ensure that all parties are treated equally. I think let's just throw to that bite by Glenn Mashinini.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking these coming elections that there are 320 or so political parties that are contesting these elections, and the majority of whom are, of course, not present here. They will be signing and committing to the Code of Conduct similar to this gathering in our respective provinces. And so in order for the contest election of our prescripts demand that all political parties and candidates should abide by the code, whether you are present or you are not.
I mean, this is a key point that he makes there, isn't it, Ziyanda? I mean, basically what it means is you have to obey the rules anyway. There are quite strict rules actually set down for the campaigning period.
Absolutely. I mean, even when you form a political party, essentially you are ascribing to that code of conduct. And in fact, one of the IEC commissioners, when I posed that question to him, he said, well, we shouldn't actually read too much into it. Sometimes it's just a logistical issue that political parties can't actually, be fully present during the signing of the pledge, and that this today was more of a ceremonial kind of event. But of course, Stephen, we have to place things against a particular context and backdrop. What we've been seeing over the last 2 months with the court battles, with the Moseneke inquiry and the differences in opinion is that, the IEC, while they say it's not unprecedented, but perhaps it's more visible in the media, is how much political parties have really been going at the integrity, credibility and legitimacy of the IEC. And I spoke to Commissioner Musutu Mepe about whether or not also they're concerned about how citizens are going to view the election results.
Every election, somebody is going to try and put some mud on the credibility of the Electoral Commission. These elections are not different, by the way. None of the issues that are being raised are not issues that are not issues that are not receiving our attention. We are dealing with them, but we are not going to deal with them because someone says this and we act in that manner. That will mean that none of us are able to act rationally. We will act rationally. As for parties that are not here today, I don't think we should read too much into that. Sometimes it is so that parties are genuinely unable to come. Truth of the matter is, this ceremony is meant to promote the code of conduct. It is what it does. Every party, every candidate, when they submit their list of candidates, they are bound by the code.
It's very interesting, Ziyanda, to watch people sort of having to agree to the code and what happens. Because the code also says about what you can say, you can't have hate speech, all of these things that go as part of it. But also what it means is that we, I suppose, as journalists, have something to hold parties to.
Absolutely, and so when we see them posting things, fake news about other candidates of other political parties, when we see them basically, you're not allowed to lie, not only about your own party, but about other political parties, and also hate speech. You know, so certainly it makes it much easier. We all have something, a legal framework to which we can hold political parties to account. And now that the president has moved the country to lockdown level 1, we should be seeing a whole lot more robust engagement by the political parties.
Ziyanda Ngcobo, thanks very much indeed.